A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I am here again telling you every fact you ever wanted to know. Before that, make sure you have subscribed the channel and hit the bell icon for latest update. So, coming upon the topic. Today we will be discussing, is there any other planet like Earth? So, let's start. Obviously, no. We don't know of any other planet exactly like Earth with its unique life forms, but Earth has similarities to three other planets orbiting the Sun. They are Mercury, Venus, and Mars. All four are made up of rocks and metals, orbit close to the Sun, and have relatively hot surfaces. They are known as terrestrial or rocky planets. So, have you ever imagined that you are lost in space, and if you could be zapped onto any of the rocky planets, which should be you choose? So, if you choose to land on Mercury, if you arrive at the night, you will freeze to death. And if you arrive during the day, you will be toasted. And second one, Venus. Difficult to know if you will be dissolved in the sulfuric acid clouds before you are cooked by the heat. And if you landed on the earth, be prepared to swim in case you landed in the water. If you come across other living things, check it. They look friendly or hungry and either smile or run. And the last, if you landed on the Mars, you have your own oxygen supply and land in the warmest region, you might be fine for a while. But the violent winds and dust storm are unbearable. So, these were some of the cases when you landed on either of the planets. Now, let's talk about some facts of Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So, starting from the Mercury. So, Mercury is named after the Roman messenger to the gods because of its speedy movement. It is the smallest planet. Earth is 2.5 times bigger. It is also the densest planet with a huge iron core. The temperature on Mercury ranges from 430 Celsius, that is 800 degree Fahrenheit, in the day to 180 degree Celsius to minus 290 degree Fahrenheit at night. The planet has a dark, dusty surface covered with craters and unchanged for a billion years. Number 2 is cloudy Venus. Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. It is surrounded by dense cloud stretching up to 80 kilometers to 50 miles above the surface. The clouds are made of dilute sulfuric acid droplets and reflect 80% of the sunlight, making Venus overcast. Heat is trapped by the clouds in the same way glass trap heat in a greenhouse. Some more interesting facts about Venus are that Venus is the easiest planet to see in Earth's sky. Look out for it in the east just before sunrise and in the west just after sunset. It looks like brilliant star and is nicknamed as morning star and evening star. And you don't believe it, a Venetian day is longer than Venetian year. Venus is the slowest spinner of all the planets, taking 243 days to spin once. But as it spins, it travels on its orbit around the Sun once every 224.7 days. The time between one sunrise and the next is 117 Earth days. So, the last one is Mars. Mars is named after the Roman god of war because of its blood-like color. A giant shield volcano that is on Ascaris Mons atmosphere is 95% of carbon dioxide. Wells Martinis. This is a complex system of canyons more than 4,000 kilometers, that is 2,500 miles long, and average 8 kilometers, that is 5 miles deep. And you won't believe, just over 100 years ago, a large money prize was offered for the first person to communicate with an extraterrestrial. Mars was excluded from the competition because it was thought that getting in touch with Martians would be too easy. So here the word come Martians. What are Martians? So in the 1870s, an Italian astronomer was mistranslated, which led people to believe he had seen canals on Mars built by Martians. When a radio version of H. G. Wells' book War of the Worlds was broadcast in 1938, listeners panicked because they thought they had turned into a news alert and that Martians had landed on Earth. Photographs taken by spacecraft in 1976 seemed to show a 3.2 kilometer, that is 2-mile long human face on Mars surface. It later proved to be a huge rock formation. About 50 years ago, astronomers studying Mars moon Phobos concluded it was artificial, a metal hollow sphere made up of by Martians. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If so, give a thumbs up and do subscribe our channel if not yet.